police department, and we had one at the fire department before this went into effect. Basically, we just need to set a flat balance, and so everybody knows what that number is. Every employee knows what it is. And
I personally think it should be reduced.
Me too.
After that, because you're actually paying more later on because you earned it at, let's say, $10 an hour, and then by the time you retire, it's $25 an hour. So now you're paying that plus the cost of money and everything else. It just really skyrockets it.
it's a pleasure of counseling.
That's, I just think that's one of the things we need to work on in our contracts is bringing that down. Because we have to work it through the union contracts, and then we need to make the non-union people matching the union. But I think that's one of the things.
But I'm hearing you say you'd like to see that come down gradually through negotiation and
yes,
matching.
that's my thought. I mean, you can't do it all at once, but I think it should be brought down to a reasonable number.
And it's also incremental as to when, whatever the first contract is, then everybody else is going to stay at 900 till you do the next contract, and then the next contract, and the next contract.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying is that I know we need to make our non-union employees the same. We have to say further down the road in our next arbitrations.
Well, I think that's and I think that's the problem because they stagger. I mean, we've got to say, all right, on this next union contract, whatever that might be, police or CWA or whatever, I mean, we've got to just say, this is where we're going to toe the line or put that line and start, because otherwise you say, well, you just gave it to the police, so now we have to give it to CWA, so now we have to give it to our non-union employees, and so it never gets done. I mean, you have to, you have to say, okay, we've got a union contract coming up in December.
And then when
in the past couple of contracts that have been negotiated while I was here on council, that has taken place on every contract that I'm aware of. There has been some takeaway as far as paying for prescriptions or paying for this, that, or the other. And it's something that you have to work on little by little. You just can't go in and.
Yeah, that.
And they've done a good job on every contract that's come up here as far as getting something back.
Right.
We've been very mindful. I mean, our net cost, although somewhat of an increase, has still been lower than just a standard across the board type rate, something like that. With the whole overall net effect of all the contract changes.
Right.
Is whether we're talking administrative rights or employee rights. So.
Yeah.
And everybody's been happy. So that's what matters.
At least in the last few years.
Yeah.
That's true.
I think all of our employees have been mindful when we've gotten when we had some takeaways from them, we're giving them additional costs as part of their hospitalizations. They understand it. They understand why, and they're giving up, if you want to call it, dollars per month out of their paycheck, and they're not getting that much back in as far as increases in wages go. It's been pretty much of a wash into that.
Well, we don't want to wash, we want to reduce costs.
Any other questions or comments on this particular item? It's not more grass for you. We made the whole 3 reading.